Good morning. The Viewspaper is an online paper for the youth. It is what we are calling it the voice of the youth. A serious paper with serious views on politics, society, opinions, sports, and other subjects. We believe that the youth of today have a serious side to them. There is a need for them to go ahead and express themselves. This is their platform. Why Viewspaper? If India is young and 70% of India's population is below the age of 35 and the education levels are increasing and younger entrepreneurs and other people are coming into the foray, they have serious views. And you've actually seen examples of it. For example, the number of youth that came out during the Jessica Lal case in Delhi. They have a view, but the platform doesn't exist. All the mainline papers and all the publishing houses and media today carry the view of actually the editor. 45 years old, 50 years old. But doesn't really carry the view of a youngster who's actually 18 years old, who's actually probably going to get affected by the decisions of the government more than the others. They're the one who travel in the DTC buses. They're the one who use telecom. This is that platform. It's actually a merger of 5 concepts. Blogs. The easiest way today to go ahead and express your view and share it with the world is to set up a blog. What's the problem? The problem is most people are not tech guys. So they can't add the features. In order to get views on your blog, you actually need readership to come in, which requires credibility. There is also another side that you may not want to have a view or write regularly all the time, but you might have a one-off view. Does that mean you go ahead and publish it on a blog which doesn't actually get viewed? Viewspaper is the solution. It's like having a blog where you are helped to increase content and you don't have to take care of anything. The features, the marketing is handled for you. Newspapers. They've tried to move into the citizen journalist area, and the news in Philippines is a great example for it. The problem with the citizen journalist papers is the moderation. There is huge amount of plagiarism happening. What we've actually gone ahead and done is maintains the traditional editorial structure of papers. So we're actually talking about a citizen journalist paper for the youth with a moderation element on it, which ensures high quality content. A magazine is actually a views magazine. The problem is that it takes 1 week for someone to go ahead and create a view and get it published. The Viewspaper is a views magazine that gets published every day. Instant views on instant news. We had an example recently at the Tata Expo. We had an exclusive interview with Dilip Chhabria by one of our readers who just went there, took out their cell phone and interviewed Dilip Chhabria. We had another example where we actually had the first initial photographs of the Tata Nano after the launch up on the site within 1 hour. It's obviously available on mobile, which of course brings in the mobile community to go ahead and access the paper. So we know for a fact that there are a number of iPhone users who go ahead and visit us from the US. Social networking is evolving. You're finding more and more social networks wanting to have an objective with which the network is driven. LinkedIn, for example, the objective is networking. The social network here is actually driven by the paper. It's serious people having serious views. So the community is actually driven by debates. That's Viewspaper.
Now that we've talked about the Viewspaper, I'd like to show it to you. The article on top is the featured article. It is pretty much the best article of the day, chosen by our internal team of 110. These are various sections like you normally find in a paper. We've got business, science, opinion, politics, technology, all of that. A lot of good content does come in which you don't get to see in the normal paper, like Good Man Hillary, or maybe we've got one that says the effect of the Tata Nano on the political sphere of India. This is the social community we've been talking about. It's called Think. Now, in terms of features, we definitely are not beating Facebook, nor are we looking to. What we've given is given Think a backbone. It's got meaning to it. You be on Think because you're with the Viewspaper. While you're here, you're on the Viewspaper, you're, let's say, just reading an article. You know, you really like the views of the author. You go ahead and click on the name of the author. What happens is you come onto their Think profile. So it gives you a connection to the author, which is instant, into their social page, which is just not available in mainstream media.
What has been the journey till now? We were launched 5 months ago with 5 people. We're 110 people today across Calcutta, Bombay, Delhi, Pune, Patna, Guwahati, Sydney, London, US. We get about 100,000 page views a month. That's what we did last month. Now just think of it. For example, let's assume that my marketing cost is 0 and everything's word of mouth marketing. So if 100 people are giving me 100,000 page views, which actually is about 1,000 page views per one person, imagine if I increase it to 3,000 in the coming year, and that's the target. We will be 3,000 people by the end of the year in India. You can do the math. The Viewspaper will be the single largest youth organization in the country, a force to reckon with. If anybody wants to know what is the view of the youth on a particular topic, this is the place that they're going to come to. It's the community, or it's the paper where the who's who, or the intelligentsia, or the highly intellectual youth come. The others also come because they want to know what the youth are thinking. And of course it has all the fringe benefits of knowing what are the latest events, etc. happening in the city. That's the Viewspaper. Every single individual, it will become a part of people's lives. That's what we're talking about. The single largest youth organization in the country in 1 year.